fans, this is Zuby Masters returning to my Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. Couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll just have to come back later. Office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name. Mr. Wright? Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you are... Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And no calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get it over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. He thinks I'm my lawyer. About Miss Faye, do you have an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? You don't look at me like that, pal. No use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report. That's all. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you're not gonna win. Why do you say that? The city put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means. You're being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you know him, don't you? I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain, he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Don't talk about him like that. You make him barely sound human. No, I'm afraid this is pretty much the decided case. So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost the case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals before him. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I can't imagine I'd be facing him so soon. Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she... What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. I don't know where my mother is. I don't know, so she could still be alive. Women in my family have been meeting for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she let them know. yourself. Yes, I've gotten used to it. Well, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my power. Feel bad for her. All by yourself on that mountain. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it. The police were running out of leads, and they were desperate. Wait, they didn't use the spirit medium, did they? Police convinced my mother to try to contact them. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought the man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Police installation with a medium had been carried out in secret, of course, but the man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on her. My mother became the laughingstock of the nation. Wife. Excuse me? Wife? That was his name. My sister told me. Why? See Maya's face cell phone? Oh, that I heard. Do you think I could give? You could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second. Tricky lawyer. Oh, just no, detective. Nope. I know nothing. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it. I like her boyfriend. Cell phone holds all little girl's sweetest and spiciest. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already just checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. Quite detective. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. So you didn't notice the recorded conversation. That's all the questions I need. You're all done, pal. Yeah, I'll be here now. Oh wait, one more thing I wanted to mention. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyer ways, pal. Think about it, I had completely forgotten about her. Witness, yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then. You're trying your lawyer tricking me on you. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across. I said she would know better than to try to get a detective to leak it. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Well, hello there, Nancy. Hi, Wright. Yes. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detectives told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. I know yourself. Since Detective Gumshoes are making my job hard. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look part of the beautiful item. He's the lawyer that had to cross-examine this. What are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms, you know. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Can you tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed for time minutes. Oh, observe, infinite. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. Like a man with a big cap. I don't know, encouragement. Do you know that thing that occurred that happened the other day? What did you see when it happened? here with someone? Ooh, that's amazing, powerful observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, you're not me. I'm just a lawyer. Hey, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go looking for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like no little lawyers. Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you kidding? Hey, I'm just doing my job. You know you're cute when you... This is the first time in my life, but what? Right. Could you just tell me what it is you do? Well, you know, you just had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. Seems like Mr. Oh, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. That was the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Oh, so you're the one they say that's been looking for me. Yes, that's me. It looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not really busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Oh, why the strange reaction? I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. That'd be quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, in this discussion. What's going on? Excuse me before I can even get a chance to... What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. You see, I'm busy. The client is Maya Fey's sister. Maya trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. No, huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry. I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. I'm terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss. What's going on here? How do you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. Mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back that one. It's quite a bit. You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? Color of the sky, the blue of the sea, the weave of the straw. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I wouldn't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying it. Hi. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, you see, I really don't think you should use that guy. He doesn't seem healthy. He's all skin and bone. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. They abandoned him. Just a little longer now before the stay-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. Yeah, time's up. You can go home. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Alright, well. As sad as a person without any friends. I know I've been there a long time. I become a lawyer in the first time because someone had to look out for the people who has no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. So kind of you. Well, let's fight this one. You get it. Right, thank you. She smiled at me. She looked like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what's next? Something that has been bugging me. What's the woman inside that strange woman's drawer? Try to look in the drawer that she got open. There has to be something in there. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the facility. If you're in no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to scoop around. I almost forgot. Yeah, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name before? White. That's his name. My sister told me. White with the name of the guy who ruined me and mine. Could it be a coincidence? We have here a wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with him? Definitely something suspicious about Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel? There's a story behind all this. I know it. All right. Be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For my sake. I'll get to this spot. Wait, I mean, you know what? Oh, bellboy, still there. Time to scram. Look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. Of course. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edward. Not showing sign any weakness today, or it'll put me in... Mr. Edward, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. We have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edward. Let's begin. We may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down in the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statues as evidence. They're still calling it a statue? Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrest Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene of the crime. Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came, and I rushed to the scene, there were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why, we had a witness accounting describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you said? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. There's something happening. Yes. My sister couldn't find any contradictions with witness. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. It always slips up and say something wrong. It works lots of times. I should have expected Maya would have some sort of persistence. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came, I rushed to the scene. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. A call from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, yes, I'm sure it did mention. Right, please continue. There were two people there already. Defendant Miss Maya Fey and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Neither arrested Miss Maya. Why that? What's your reason? Why we had a witness account describing her. Hold just 1 second. Yes? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it correct. Huh? Did I say that me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what is this suspicious woman in pink claim was hard evidence? Oh, Miss Maya Fey isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess he pressing can have it today. Yes. Ugh. Sorry, I got the order of the things mixed up in my testimony, sir. There's something that I should have told you about first, sir. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eye. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the words Maya Fey was clearly written in blood. Lab tests results showed that the blood was fake. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Why didn't you testify about this vile piece of evidence the first time? I know I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor. So, try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I wanted to clarify. You say that the victim Maya Fey wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant Maya Fey. Okay, that's really what you're saying? Well, this isn't one of those lawyer tricks, is it? Of course she wrote. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? day after the murder. The prosecution's point being, that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to the blow from a post officer. There is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it was quite easy to imagine that the victim did have to write my effect. That's all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known you had something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Sir Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose the obvious conclusion, yes. Sorry, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call the next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from yes, sir. This is not good. Sorry, kept at the heart of every minute is important. Tell us where you were on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred. Gee, I was like, my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. This hotel is directly across from the Bay & Co. Law and all. That's right, big. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. That girl, she caught up and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end, that's all I saw. Every little itsy bitsy. Well, Your Honor, I see. This is remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony was quite firm, don't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss IFA's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding little faults in perfectly good testimony. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? I gladly proceed with the cross-examination, because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some... Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. That's it. You can't get out of this question so easy. I sorta, you know, had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. You should press a little harder. No, what did you say?
do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of it? Yes, what's the meaning? Somebody please tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean, okay. If you had really witnessed my client, why, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo is far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What did you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think of all the thrilling little details were necessary. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing to your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again if you... Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything, I did. The victim and the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right, and the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that actually clocked the thinker. Oh, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, nutty? You said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concern. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objections abstained. You may continue questioning the witness. That was close. If he'd stopped me there, the trial will be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my questions. How did you know it was a clock? That... because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time. So... you've been to the law office at Bangkok? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law office at Bangkok, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. You could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I must. But because... no way you could have heard a clock guard. Proof that she could not. Sure, listen to me. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. And I would like to propose a test if she really could have heard. The prosecution denies it. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objections. Can I switch quick? The members of the court. It's an individual that rang. This clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly just take a look right now? Ooh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It's as you can see, Your Honor. The clock was empty. It shouldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat lie. Fat? Well, Miss May? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. The clock was empty somehow. He knew. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you said, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clock removed? It was after the witness heard the clock. Then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that's exactly what happened. Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you that proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Take that! Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone? Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought up to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Good detective. I'll better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It isn't working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was way before the witness ever arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What was it again? I wrote it somewhere. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? The witness claims she has seen it before. That directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see. Please It's simple. The clock was never in any stores ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse.
Excuses are not on sale today. What's it with you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Ooh. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did it. Scary. Miss May, let me, tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh, does the defense have an opinion on this? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May knew the weapon was a clock because... never held the clock in her hands. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard it? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I could show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had... Have a look at this. That's... I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that objection over... It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, we still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think no. Oh yeah? I think I can. Simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim's on the phone. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we see that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defense and the victim. It will look like a statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? Defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You liar. No fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm a bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court has seen the real Miss April May. Now to deal a final blow. Miss May. What is it, you little shrimp? Talk to me like that in that tone of voice, will you? You killed her, didn't you? Order. There will be order. How can you possibly say that? Are you mad? All I did was a little wiretap. So you admit you tapped her phone. Wait. You didn't do anything bad like murder. I'm a good girl. Really? Can you prove it? I know you can prove it. I think you're so smart, Mr. Lawyer, but I can prove it. I will. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious too. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Why was it getting my room service from the sweet bellboy? room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. I think I'm making this out as the bellboy. The witness was not on the scene of the crime. So where does that leave us? It may be my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appeared to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearings on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, there's going to let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder. Does the defense have anything to say? Come on, think of something. Right, on with the prompts. What exactly do you have left to examine this? This man has admitted to the wiretap. There is no reference to the case at hand, murder. There's no way you can prove any connection. Oh, so the prosecutor should have another victim. None, Your Honor. What? But that means... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The defense would like to call the bellboy, after all. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should you question the bellboy and Miss April May's alibi proves to be solid, then by default your client, Miss Maya Fey, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept the... Got me back in the court. I don't see any other way to take this. I accept. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness's testimony. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received the summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. Nervous, as he said, looks rather happy. So without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you like it and stay tuned.